And I'll still be right here listening. I'll still be right here listening. And there again, I might not have I fucking like it, because there's a lot of stupid people playing stupid games. Yeah, I tell my beans. I tell my beans. I wonder if my beans talking out east. Talking out east. I'm on this beans. Feet off the ground. Wow, nothing on that? I thought that was some good fishing right there. I might not have done my end. I haven't heard them. This might be old radio night for them down there. It's going to be just about starting. I do believe. You see it going on there, Radio Man?
The skip's coming from the west, though, so I'm not hearing any skip from that part of the country right now.
Yeah, me either. I do hear, I don't know who that was. I just heard somebody operating a screwdriver. We heard you screwdriver in the state of Maine. There's a lot of conditions coming in now, but yeah, I think isn't Saturday night? Is old radio night? I'll have to look on my phone. I think Hawkeye went back to bed. Yes, we still hear you in there yelling for the screwdriver. Conditions are fading out a little bit right this second, but we just heard you in there. Go ahead for Mr. Screwdriver up here around the state of Maine. No doubt about it, Ghost Talker. Definitely hearing you. You're right above that static level, but the skip conditions have quieted down a little bit for a second. But yes, Mr. Ghost Talker, sounding good up here around the state of Maine. Good up here around the state of Maine. I'm sure I'll be here sometime soon so I can get out. I mean, or I'm not, but I might. rest of the band fall off like here? I'm still hearing Ghost Talker down in there, but I mean, he's down in there. It's just weird that it, well, it's not weird, it doesn't surprise me, but it just started hammering in, and now it's down to, next to nothing again. You don't hear anybody? Well, that's a bummer. Buzzard, Michigan. Sturdy Diaper got his live feed going on? I don't hear anybody. Radio man, you got a copy on the Ghost? I see nothing. Yeah, I need my neighbor. 405 up here. I got a POC driver, and then the other one's Radio Man. Ghost Talker coming back. Screwdriver, Radio Man. They don't call him Ghost Talker for no reason, I guess. Ghost Talker, Michigan, making noise. I'll see you. You hear anything? I don't hear Yeah, like the other night it did that, but then it started hammering back in. Like I said, we were on sideband, it was crazy. But it kind of faded out for like 15 minutes, and it came back in for like another 2 hours. It was redonkulous. You got a 2-meter rig or anything set up over there? Screwdriver, Ghost Talker. In Lake Flint? Oh, Lake Flint. Oh, I got a good feeling. I think we scared everybody else off to bed. His on Saturday night, too? Oh, so he should be on right now. I just didn't remember when, which one was. What about 21? Is his Saturday nights? I don't remember anymore. Yeah, I'll have to go online and look, because I don't remember. I'll assume he's probably doing his live feed now, then. When he's live, look at that. Yeah. I don't even know what channel. What channel is he on? Do you remember? Doesn't show. just their little group. $1,000. I know people have like different numbers for like their countries or their, part of the country, and I'm like, this isn't ham radio. And like I hear people, like a lot of the ones that you're talking to overseas, and the ones I see people posting on the sites and shit, and I'm like, you got more than 3 numbers. I already forgot what the hell I was saying by the time I'm through with it. I'm like, you start adding letters and numbers in there, and like, this is getting too fucking complicated. I'm all set.
I'm gonna say, oh.
So this SWL thing isn't like a number that they hold. This is just something that that's so many listeners he's actually checked in. Okay. Yeah, well, I haven't done cards in a couple of skip seasons. Haven't even tried to get any. But, yeah, that was always cool. Yeah, I don't know. I just, like I said, when you start having numbers and letters, and, I guess it's fine. I fucking forget what the hell I'm talking about halfway through a sentence. That's the way it usually is. You get that little rush, and you get some weird, like, hopefully some West Coast skip. Like I said, I don't know. I was just watching him, and it's still on my phone. I put my phone down, but I don't know what frequency he's on, but it's not like we're going to hit him right now. But this is, or was, right about the time when I would get a little bit of, like, West Coast in there. So you never know. I got fucking dead quiet now. It was quite the quick in and out.
That's what she said, in and out.
What's going on, Mr. Skidder?
Oh, not too much. I was bagging down here and then was talking to Phantom.
You're talking to what?
Phantom 309?
Oh, I have no idea who that is.
Michigan. They were on channel 20. There was like 10 of them, and then on 28 there was like 6 more.
There's a bunch of them from Michigan that were down here. I don't remember who the hell they were now, but well, they came in and went away quick. Yeah, Radio Man dominated it.
Yep. Hutch, where are you?
Oh, I'm here. Holy but Jesus is. Oh, well.
It's the holidays, fix it, get over it.
I don't even care if it's holidays, just get over it. Everyone. But, I mean, yeah, I won't even be picky, I'll be quiet. Oh, I hear Floyd down in there. You must have had some fun for that 45 minutes that the DX was hammering in. Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't hear your numbers called back here, so I couldn't assume you were here. Roger. We have the Tower of Power fix-it out here, stepping on everybody, the DX, just dominating. I'm going to go back to the video proof.
All right, Pipeline. So the spikes that you see here on the graph, I should be mousing across here. Those are signals. This is Screwdriver's signal right here, which is in the center of the display. He was just talking. So right now, the band, these spikes are just essentially noise. I can just tell by looking at them that they're not modulated. It's just noise. That's my Omni. That's all the static that I'm hearing. So all along here is the noise floor, and these are like little spikes or little signals or interference that I'm getting. When the band's open, you'll see signals like Screwdriver here that make this nice little peak, and it's modulated. You can see here the modulated signal. I jokingly call this my fish finder. So hopefully that explains it a little bit there. This is what's called a software-defined receiver. And up here in this corner, this is a live webcam that I have in the shack. I call it the cockpit cam. And I can wave to you there. And here is your spectrum display. This is your audio signal. So down in this area, the lower frequency would be your bass notes. And as you go higher up, that's higher in frequency. It gets more like your tweeter, your highs. So hopefully that explains it all there, Pipeline. Let me know if you have any other questions.
I think I heard that somewhere that one time. You just never know. What, that he should key up?
Oops, there we go. Come on now, Floyd. It can't be that early. It's not quite morning yet. 3 more minutes, maybe? Yeah, I don't know, Pipeline. I guess Screwdriver says get on the radio. Oh, no, his antenna blew away. I don't think he can get on the radio.
Yeah, I know it slid down or something happened to it where he's waiting on the new one to come in.
I will show you there, Pipeline. When I flip over to my quad, how much quieter it is. Watch the noise floor drop. See how much quieter that is? That's on the quad. On the vertical, almost no difference on the horizontal. It does knock Screwdriver's signal quite a bit. But when I flip, so that's the quad right there. And then that's back on the IMAX. Quads are known to be very quiet antennas.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know what the fuck it was. You find some room for that 703 in your truck yet? Hodge, did you make some room, cut out the back seat, something?
Oh, you was talking to me. I've been thinking about it. Putting this quad 5 and the fucking 703 in there. I've been thinking about it.
Hell yeah.
I want to mount this radio in there, though. I just don't want it sitting around fucking flapping underneath the seat like I got the other one.
Yeah, almost make a permanent install.
I don't know. I think I'd just as soon put this fucking 12 pill in there.
Well, there is always that.
If I could use the 703 in here.
I bet they're not too far of difference for power-wise. I bet it's, yeah, I mean, the 12 pill does probably a little more, but I bet it's not too far off.
I got another little kicker over here there. I'm gonna fucking install in Rufus' truck because I'm sick of fucking not being able to hear him. But I can never catch up with him.
Yeah, he was down here, I don't remember, a couple weeks back, and yeah, I mean, he gets out about as good as he normally does. He's, you know, ever since I've known him, it's just been like a stock radio and a Wilson or something.
Yeah, he gets one town away and he's gone.
Pretty much.
As good as this radio sounds here inside there, I might just leave this one in here. That unit in Grant, that's good because I like it because it has sideband, but it's a little off.
Geez, you probably got a stack of radios. Just pick another one to throw in there.
Oh yeah, I got a shitload of them in there. I got a 2510 I can fucking put back in there. Yeah. I don't want to get too powerful of a radio for that 703.
I think most any radio you throw in there, as long as it's not like a 70 or, you know, a 95T or anything with big power. Any of these other radios, I don't care, Stryker, fucking 2510, you know, Magnum, whatever, you know, I think they're all going to be about the same, and they'll be fine with that 703. That can take some juice for swing.
Sideband, because that's what I like. I haven't been on there much there hitting the hills, but I like to go up and sit on a fucking hill there, talk to John, and talk to all those way the hell out there stations. I'm still on that quad 5. Hey, switching the channels. I must have clicked it backwards.
You gotta lock that damn clarifier out so it's only for receive and not transmit, and make it so after you change the channel it always goes back. Get it towards like a normal radio for you, and you'd have a little less issues.
Well, that's pretty cool. You can see how accurate that was there, Radio Man. Yeah, it seems to work pretty good. Does it make any difference when I do something like that? Yeah, it makes the signal get bigger, but it doesn't change anything else. Gotcha. Working good then.
Yeah, so my shack cam, the cockpit cam, it shows black and white because I got the lights off. Well, I have a light on, but it's dim down here, so it's on night mode. If I flip on the light in here, it'll come in color.
I just saw a picture that I was talking to my wife about it. She's like, "What's wrong with you?" But it was of a news van with the telescopic pole in there. And I'm like, man, I still want to get one of those. I haven't found one for sale that they still leave the mast in. I don't know if it's like a DOT thing, like they can't because somebody driving down the road could hit something, but I'm like, if I found one, I'm like, you know, they usually got chairs in the back, they got shelves in there, it's just meant for a little fucking, you know, obviously for TV communications. I'm like, you get that telescopic mast on there, you slap an IMAX or something on there, you can crank it up 30 feet by push of a button. You got a nice, warm, heated, big back. I'm like, to me, I'm like, that'd be fucking amazing. I would love to find one. And she didn't even say no. You know, I haven't looked, but she was like, she didn't say no. See, that's weird because I've seen a lot of them. I was looking for a while. I've seen a lot of them for sale. Not one of them had the fucking pneumatic mast in there. They were always removed. I would buy one. I don't care what it needs for a sticker. I'd fucking buy one and, yeah, fix it up for a sticker and just turn it into a little rolling fucking mobile base station. Fuck, imagine finding one of the ones that are like four-wheel drive. Oh, man.
$1,500, I'd buy that fucker right now. Fuck, the boom in the tower must be worth that.
Yeah, that's why I think they don't last long. I think they rip them out and they sell them and they you know, there's a lot of other things they do to it. And like I said, I don't know if there's a DOT thing. I'm actually looking. I see one online right now for sale that's still got it, and it's got a generator and shit, but they're talking $16,000.
Yeah, 16,000. Oh yeah, that's quite a bit different. Yeah.
Well, this one's four-wheel drive, extended van, with the mast, with the coax. It's got a generator in the back. Fucking, I'm like, this is pretty badass. No, my wife wouldn't let me spend $15,000 on it, but it's pretty badass.
Does it say how far the extended mast pipe is?
Let me look. I'm not actually seeing if it says.
Just curious how tall those fuckers go.
I've seen some that look like they got to be about 30 feet. I don't know.
Sorry. So the guys in the chat could hear it. Alright, so I found the text message. 2008 E350 4x4, 42-foot telescoping mast, 82,000 miles, local station retiring an ENG truck, which means engineering, owning commercial generator with massive inverter for 120 volt power. And I said, what are they selling it for? He says, I don't think they want much. You could probably offer $1,500 to get it. The rockers need to be done to put it on the road. And that was it. I have no idea. This was back in August we were talking about that.
Oh yeah, that fucker's long gone now.
Yeah, I'm seeing 04s for like $16,000. So I don't know if they get rid of it, no $1,500, but yeah, like I said, for that price, I would pick one up. Just, fucking scab it up, fix it up for a sticker, and everything would be, like I said, it'd just be an awesome little fucking, rolling base station. It'd be fun as shit. Roger.
I'd fucking buy that thing right now just to have it and say I had it.
Be fucking sitting out in my parking lot with it just for the hell of it.
Fucking right, a storm's coming. Yeah, I can lower my tower right down right here. Just turn the fucking truck over. Man, you got me excited about that now.
Yeah, like I said, I spent a couple of years looking. I never found one that I was that was reasonable enough for me to jump on. And like I said, the only one that I ever found that had the actual mast was still in it was stupid money. It was real commonplace to see them without the mast, just from what I've seen.
Yeah, pipeline. We're talking about news vans. You know the news vans on the side of the road with the big telescoping mast and they do the live shot?
Get a little froggy and say, I wonder.
Look, I thought about just going and buying myself a brand new 40-foot ladder over here and mounting it to the side of the building, and I could just push my fucking, that would be my up and down tower right there. I'll push it all the way up there with a mast pipe up off it.
Well, and with that, you can pull it up with the fucking rope even.
Yeah, I thought about it, seriously.
There's nothing wrong with that. fucking anchor it to the ground and just fucking tie it off to the to the friggin' fire escape. You good to go.
Fucking right.
Whoops. That's when I was texting Doug about, hey, if I get this thing, can we go down with the flatbed and go get it? But it was gone as soon as I messaged the guy.
Roger.
I was gonna get it, and I was gonna put a pad next to the tower. I was gonna put it right at the base of the tower.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thought about putting my beam over here out back next to another fucking fence post out back here and putting it flat side, but I ain't got enough coax.
Oh, he'd be the skip talking monster.
Speaking of that, you have any spare elements out there? Which one is it? The long ones. I guess the 9 foot the other way and 9 foot the other way. The longest elements. The one closest to the fucking boom is where one of them bent.
Not for that particular size, but I got a bunch of spare aluminum and stuff. I'm sure we could make something work. Did it just bend right at the boom?
Yeah, right at the boom, right in the fucking bracket thing there. It's bent right there. I was wondering if I could just cut that fucking 3 inches off and then stick it in there straight.
Yeah. Take it out of the mount, cut it right where the bend is, stick it in, and you should have enough of enough inside it to the 2 sections of element to slide it back out to the right length.
Oh, yeah, I see. Into the other elements, yeah. Make up the difference of those, gotcha, yeah.
The worst case is you could put another little piece of aluminum on the end of it if you needed to, but you should be able to make up the length by sliding that out, because you probably got 6 inches of overlap inside of it. If you're only cutting off 3 inches, you slide it out the 3 inches you cut off, that's all. I mean, you could realistically slide it out 2 inches and slide the top one out 1 inch to make up the difference. As long as the overall length is the same, you'll be fine.
Slide it in, then slide it out.
Yeah, right there, those are my elements there where they were cocked there like fucking 45. Because the bracket that's on the boom itself, they're fucking loosened up. So I'm gonna drill a hole in it, put a fucking pop rivet in the fucker.
Roger.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it to every one of those fucking things. I don't want them to loosen up like that one did.
The only downfall about pop rivets, tech screws, like, I've done it before in elements so they can't slide. It does weaken the element. You're putting a hole in it that's fucking half the diameter of the element, pretty much.
That's not the element I'm doing it to. It's the bracket on the boom where the elements fucking hook into it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, what did that have? Set screws on it, if I remember right?
No, I looked. I didn't see no set screws. There's gonna be something on there to hold it, but it twists back and forth like, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch. So whatever's in there loosened up.
Oh, the actual, not the elements in there, but the whole thing like spun?
Right. The whole fucking bracket there that's on the boom itself, where the elements go into. The fucking whole thing, it spins back and forth like 3/4 of an inch, so it spins quite a ways.
Yeah, take the elements out, and there's set screws under where the elements are. You should have to just tighten those up and be good to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, tighten them up, then I'm gonna fucking put a pop rip in that fucker. it'll never unloosen again.
Yeah, I mean, you're never going to have to change it. I mean, the spacing's always going to be the same for this band. And, you know, I mean, how long do you expect to get out of a $180 antenna anyway?
Right. When it goes up on that tower, it's up. Next time it comes down, it'll be falling down.
It's already done that once.
Yeah, 'cause that cocksucking shitty mass pipe. I'm all done dealing with that shit.
It did you well for how long you've had it up and how many times you put it up, but yeah, anything telescoping, I don't even care. Like, telescoping towers are not, I don't like them for permanent installs. I'm not a big fan of anything that telescopes. You know, telescopes, whatever. I mean, they are convenient, but permanent installs, there's a lot of issues with them for a permanent install.
Gotta service.
Yeah, I mean, and there's no mechanical stops, or with the mass pipes, yes, you can have holes that, you know, it's different if you got the holes where you can pin every section, but most of them, they just have a slip fitting or a bolt or, you know, whatever, a collar, and they move and you need to guy them off. Towers don't have latches. They don't go up and go, you know, click, 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 click like a ladder. A ladder has a positive stop. It can't come down until you bring it up and you release it, you know, but towers don't, you know. I mean, a tower says if that winch cable or anything else goes, a pulley, that thing's fucking crashing to the ground.
Yeah, top off, freshen up the whiskey, and I probably should throw a few logs in the stove, so I'll be back in 5.
A little shrimp on the barbie.
Don't forget to grab a joint.
So we're going to put that thing up next weekend, Hutch? What do we got?
I don't know. You know me there, fucking fly, I could have it up tomorrow, who knows?
Do you have a 5-gallon, holy fuck, a 55-gallon drum?
I do. I don't have a plastic one. I got a metal one, but I do have one.
I got a couple of, I got a couple that have used motor oil that I got to get rid of too, but, well, I might have one over here that you can grab. Got to cut the top off it or whatever, but I would suggest, like I said, putting some crushed rock in it and dirt. You know, I wouldn't do the water thing. That's just me. And then it's just going to be a big weeble wobble. You know, fucking you assemble it and you're going to have all that weight in the base. It's almost going to want to try to stand up on its own to a point. You know, you got a rounded edge, so you can walk it up. It's not going to be heavy enough to, I mean, it's going to be heavy enough where it's not going to push, you know what I mean? It's not going to slide across the ground, so I think that would be a pretty easy and convenient way to get it to stand up, kind of a permanent temporary thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking about my rotor there for the antenna too there. I don't want to fuck around with that Radio Shack one up there. If I'm going to stick it way up on there on that tower, I might just spend a little bit of money and get a good rotor.
Yeah, I almost think Weak One had one for sale recently. But I would, if you're going to do it, I would personally get a rotor that goes inside of the tower. You put it 4 feet down inside of the tower. I don't know if you have a top section or not, but the top section works as a brace or a bearing. It's way easier on the rotor than having it up above the tower.
I don't have one. I looked out back there the other day. I thought I had the one with that gooseneck on the top, but I don't.
No, Roger.
I think I talked Shadow into keeping a couple sections, and I think one of the sections he kept was one of them.
I don't think he had one on his. If I remember right, I think he didn't have a top section.
Oh yeah, there you go then. I got his tower, and I got the other 30-foot of tower from Mr. Paranoid.
Yeah, unfortunately, I just got rid of 2 top sections and 40 feet of additional tower, so I had a bunch that I was going to use, and, you know, well, I say I was going to use. I want to use. I'm going to collect more tower sections so I can get back to where I was. I have a plan, but, you know, I said I was going to use them fucking 5 years ago, and I never have yet. I mean, fuck, I had that 80 feet of tower over, you know, I had it at my old house, up above my garage. I probably owned that 80 feet of tower for fucking 15 years and never did anything with it, so, you know, it all sounds good in theory.
I already got to go over here to the in-laws. Wow, why don't you throw that fucking thing right up there, up beside the house? I was like, oh, I was planning on it, don't you worry.
Yeah, that's awesome. If he doesn't mind, yeah. Yep, fucking slap that thing up, get another rotor, whatever. Like I said, I think Week One has one I saw. It was still for sale. I don't talk to him ever because, yeah, whatever. But I even thought about, fuck, I wish I had the money because it was a decent Yaesu rotor. And it has the piece to go from mass pipe to mass pipe, not go inside of a tower. And like over here, that's what I need. Like this little tower, this portable tower that I got, the little one, it's too small. You couldn't fit a rotor inside of it. The top section's only like fucking 2 inches or 3 inches in between rungs.
Fuck, I think he had a shooting star beam over there too, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know if he still got it or not. Like I said, I don't really communicate with him, but yeah, those are great antennas. That's what Cobra's got up to his place. Not that he's got it up in the air, but it's what he's been running for a while. It's just a newer version of the Moonraker. You know, same exact measurements and same exact everything, minus the Moonraker has some weird hubs in the middle that suck, and they have the little coat hangers on the ends for their elements, but same measurements, same wire. I mean, the thing works. It's identical as far as performance goes.
Yeah, I need to, I can't spend any more money. I've been spending way too fucking much more money. I like to just go fucking buy a nice fucking, I want one just like, Paranoid's got in Wingnut. I know it's fucking big money, but I love that rotor setup.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Paranoid has his. I think he's the one who sold it to Wingnut. But yeah, it's that is a nice setup.
Oh, is that where Wingnut got it from? I didn't realize that.
I believe so. And I believe like Paranoid has. He just sent me a picture earlier, but he just put his IMAX back up above the beam, but I don't think he can. He would be able to turn it anymore. I think he just runs the beam horizontal, and he has an Omni on top of it. Yeah, I've put Omnis above him many times. I know we're going to agree to disagree, but yeah. It's worked 9 times. I've done it in the past. Well, no, with a quad I've only done it 3 other times, so I shouldn't say 9 times. I've done it like 9 times in the past, but 3 of them were quads, 6 of them were Yagis.
But don't put a Vector 4000 above a fucking, above your flat side antenna.
You know, well, it was this mass pipe that bent, though, so it wasn't like it even chunked the antenna. I suppose if he had a little bit thicker mass pipe or something, he would have been fine. Yeah, he's got an IMAX up above it. I believe he said he was laying it down. I don't 100% know how it's set up, but I think for some reason, I think I remember him saying something about he was gonna lay it down to fix it.
Yeah, he lays it right down like nothing there. The fucking thing's super fucking light. Yeah, it's self-standing. Yeah, he's probably the same one as yours. I was over there when he got it there, and I picked up one of the sections, like, holy fuck. You can pick up the sections with one fucking finger. You got guidelines on yours? Yeah, I'd still put them anyways, just for the fuck of it. Just to have them on there. Oh yeah, that's right. You got your bottom buried in cement too, don't you?
Whoops.
Yeah, no, it's buried. I put a big block of cement. I think I got 4.5, 5 yards of cement.
Jesus Christ. You fucking went right overkill and wasn't fucking around, was you?
No, I wasn't.
Was that really necessary,
No, that's what they recommend for that tower. I think I went maybe like a half yard more than I needed to. I'd have to look at the drawings. I think they recommended 4.5 yards. I'm pretty sure I put 5 in. And I think that's because when you're tilted over, you got to have a pretty good counter base so the thing doesn't shift or pop up on you.
It costs you a pretty penny just to fucking have them come over and fill the hole for you with fucking cement.
Oh yeah, I mean the cement shit. Cement must have cost $900. I mean, a lot of the materials like the tower I had, and I had the base for it, and I had a lot of the stuff. What I didn't have was the concrete. So I mean, yes, all said, if I had to buy all that shit, it would have been bananas. But fortunately, I didn't have to buy much. I just bought a new roll of coax and some cement, basically.
I've been meaning to ask you, did you ever get your roof done?
Yeah. I shingled it. Well, I didn't shingle it. Did it? Shit. Must have been a year or more ago.
I was gonna say the first time I think I ever talked to you there. Fucking talked about it.
Yeah, I had a metal roof and we went with shingles. A few of the contractors that we had come over and estimate the job really weren't recommending metal on this roof.
Well, they weren't recommending fucking metal on the roof because they didn't want to do it. Fucking shingles is easier. They can make more money.
Well, I mean, maybe, I don't know. I know that I was just talking with Swiper about this last night. one of the issues I was having was the snow sliding off the roof and coming down and hitting my farmer's porch roof. And the other issue is I got a walkout basement. And it's like 3 stories, and the snow coming off. Christ's sakes, if you went out the basement door out of the back of the house and the fucking snow fell on you, I think it'd kill you. And a couple of guys were like, yeah, we could put like these snow stops in. And he was saying, you know, the way your roof is pitched, and they're like, we can do it, but sometimes they can be more problems. Sometimes the snow rips them out. And I ended up going with those Owens Corning lifetime shingles.
Those ice cleats on the fucking metal roofs there, they usually work pretty fucking good there. Dealt with them before there. They hold the ice back pretty good.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's funny. Swiper and I were just having this conversation last night. Up at my camp, I put metal in though, because I wanted to make sure the snow slid off the roof up there, and but I designed the camp so that that was the other thing too, is with the metal roof, it was dumping the snow. I'd have these massive snow banks at the entrances and exits of my house because the way my house doors work and the way the pitch is. So I built my camp. I put the door on the other side of the camp, not under the overhang of the roof. And so when the snow slides off the roof, it doesn't block my doors. And I put a snow cricket in front of my metal Bestis chimney up at camp too.
You got what you have on your house is standard seam or just the screw down crap?
Oh, the old roof? It was the screw down crap. It looked like it came from like Lowe's or Home Depot.
Yeah, 10-4.
Yeah, from what I understand, the standing seam is like the good shit. That's what I've heard, is that if you're going to have it, installed professionally, that's usually what they say to go is the standing seam.
Yeah, you got no screws that are exposed or anything, yeah. Much better. When it's done right, it's the best thing.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to metal roofs. Like I said, my camp, that's what I have, but when I talked with contractors over here, none of them, like, they would all said they do it. They're like, yeah, we'll do it, but all of them are recommending shingles, and I've been happy with it. No issues. They came over here with, for Christ's sakes, they must have come over here with 10, I don't know if they're Hondurans or Mexicans. It must have been 10 or 12 of them. They all had full body harnesses on, but they weren't connected to anything, which was kind of comical. They're all running up there with fall protection on, but they weren't tied into anything.
Oh yeah, them guys are all over the fucking state. I got a crew of them right down the street here from my house there. They drive a white van there, fucking 10, 12 of them there. They even have their old ladies that work with them too.
See, I wonder if that's the same crew, cause they had a couple women on the crew, and my friend just had to have his roof fixed. That storm, it blew a bunch of shingles off the roof of his house, and he just said the whole friggin' white van showed up, and he says about 12 of them piled out of the goddamn thing.
Said FCC on the side of it.
Yeah, that was the other thing. When we first bought our house, Screwdriver, before we moved in, we planned it out. We had the hardwood floors redone, and we hired this company, Jimmy's Express, and we had it planned out. We bought the house, we closed on the house, and we went to camp. And, I just did my house and my mom and dad's house, so I was friggin', I was looking forward to a little vacation. And Jimmy's Express showed up in a van with 2 seats in it. mounded with friggin' equipment in the back. And them friggin' Vietnamese guys were pouring out of that van, out of every door and window. Holy crap. They did a good job. It was pretty comical. I came home and, I came home from work before we left, and one of the little fuckers is sitting in the van on a bucket, says flammable. He's smoking a cigarette. Hi!
Nice.
But yeah, before we moved in, we had the floors redone because they needed to be sanded and shit. And it was like, we brought him in and he was like, oh yeah, it'll be so much easier because there's nothing in the house. You know, there's nothing to put away, there's nothing on the floor. So they're like, it'll be a lot, the job will be a lot better. So we just planned it out. We closed on the house and we went to camp. We came home when the floors were done.
Freaking perfect.
I was going to shut the live stream down, but there's still a few people hanging in there, so I guess I'll leave it running.
Yeah, I've had it's funny, like on some Thursdays or whatever, like everybody signed off or whatever, and I'm getting ready to say fuck this, and I look and like there's still one or two people in there, and I'm like, oh, fuck, it's been quiet for an hour. There'll just be a couple people you signed off and whatever. It'll be like Fix It and me out there or whatever. Like it'll be one comment every 20 minutes, and I'm like, who the hell's still watching this? I'm like, this is so boring, but I think it's like me, like it's just running kind of in the background on my phone, and people just kind of forget about it. Yeah, I didn't even think about going live tonight. It just kind of didn't cross my mind.
Well, when the skip started rolling, I was like, oh, maybe I should. I just thought it'd be kind of fun, but by the time I got everything up and running, it was kind of over the hill, and it was kind of fading out, so I kind of missed it. And then I just left it running because Pipeline, I think, was listening, and Floyd, I think, was listening, and I just screw it, I'll just leave it running.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised it didn't start rolling back in.
Yeah, in between transmissions, I flip between the Omni and the Quad. I'm pointed west. I keep just checking it, see if I hear anything or see anything. Nothing yet.
Them damn sons of bitches.
I do have a few friends that don't even have a CB, but we'll check in on that, watch, talk about it the next morning.
I mean, it can be entertaining, and, if I don't know, if I didn't have a CB, it'd be something to watch, I mean, it's better than most fucking podcasts that are out there. I mean, I find this all pretty fucking funny. I think we're hilarious, so other people should too.
My mom will listen to Mean Sidebander sometimes. She brings it up on her TV.
Heck yeah.
She's like, you guys get a little rowdy on there.
Well, you know.
Now, she knows who her son is. It's nothing that she hasn't heard already. It's funny the comments I get about Regal though, from people on the live stream, or even my mom even said, "Son, who's the guy with the gravelly voice who's always singing and telling dirty jokes?"
Yes, sir.
And I get comments about you sometimes on the live stream. They go, "That guy sounds like Frank Rizzo."
R-I-Z-Z-O. You know, somebody commented on one of my TikTok posts about the diesel heater or something, and they were like, "Man, you sound just like Peter Griffin." And I'm like, "Motherfucker, I look like him too."
Peter Griffin. You ever seen the guy who looks like him? And he dresses like him and he goes to like all the Comic Cons and shit?
Oh, I have. It's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get it that they're going for that Rhode Island accent. And, I mean, Rhode Island, Boston, New England, it's all a variation, you know, a Maine accent. I know some people are like, no, they don't sound the same. But when you really think about it, they're all just like a different dialect. You know, a Maine accent, a Boston accent, it's just a different dialect. It's just like I work with a guy. He's from Argentina, and I didn't know it. When he started working there around the same time I did, and so I've known him for a while, and I've heard his English get a lot better. When he first started, his English was, you know, it was functional, but it wasn't great. I didn't realize that they speak a different dialect of Spanish, because there's a guy I work with that speaks Spanish. You know, he's a, you know, white guy, New Englander like me, took Spanish in high school. He speaks Spanish very well. And we were having a communications issue, and he just boop, 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 went it, and the guy couldn't understand what we were trying to tell him. And he said it in Spanish and went, oh, okay. And he goes, I said, I didn't know you spoke Spanish. He says, yeah. He goes, I do. He goes, but he speaks a different dialect. But what I said to him, I said it elementary enough that he knew what I was trying to say. And I said, oh, okay. So, I mean, accents are really, in New England, they're all just really different dialects.
I mean, fuck, in Maine, you go further up north and it gets really prevalent, like the whole, there's no R's in your vocabulary, it's AH, and, you know, and Boston has definitely their own, and, but it's kind of funny, like, I hear a lot of places that I say don't have an accent. Like, I don't think we have an accent. I know occasionally, like, I drop my R's and I have an AH when I talk, and I don't think it's an accent like when you're up north, and I get it's an accent compared to some other people, but, like, I can go down to Florida, and people don't have an accent. They sound just like us for the most part. You watch people on TV, every movie, nobody has an accent. They sound just like everybody else around here. You know, movie stars, when you're seeing interviews, like, but then you hear, like, the middle Bible Belt, you know, like, they have strong accents. And you hear the people from way up north in Maine, and you hear the people from Boston that definitely have the Boston accent. And, like, to me, I look at it and go, well, these are accents, but ours, and I know they look at it like everybody else has an accent too, but I'm like, you know, movies. I don't hear, unless they're trying to be from the South, I don't hear any of them having any different of an accent as we do. Like I said, Florida, any of these, any shows that you watch on TV, most of the shows are all in this same kind of dialect or accent that we have.
I never thought I had an accent. I thought I sounded pretty boring. I spent some time in the South, and they couldn't get over They said I used different phrases. They said I sounded totally different. I guess I just been around it all my life. I know that I have a friend who's born and raised in the county, and he sounds totally different than the people from down East Maine. And I know people are like, what are you talking about? But I'm telling you, the people from down east sound totally different, in my opinion, than the people from the county. And he's a born and bred Mainer from the county, and he sounds totally different. To me, it's just funny, and I don't think I sound like any of them.
Oh, yeah. So, from up in the county, they have a hard accent. And like I said, I guess I just go by, you can tell from the general area where people are from by their accent. But, like, I'm listening to you, everybody else out here tonight that's local, and I don't hear anybody having an accent, And I get that's what everybody else that is in there local is going to say, too. But when you go watch a TV show on TV, do you hear any accents on there? Unless they're supposed to be like British or from the South or something like that. But just like the normal people that are on TV, in movies. You go watch Transformers or, the Avengers or whatever. Tony Stark from fucking from California supposedly, or wherever the fuck he's from, New York, I don't know. But, like, none of them have an accent. They sound exactly like you are and any of us are out here right now. It's just kind of weird. That's why I always say we don't have an accent. I know we sound like we do to other people, but I'm like, for the general masses that I hear on TV and everything else, I've been to several places in the United States, not a ton, but several, and it's very rare that I hear anybody say, oh, you got an accent.
Well, there's a difference between an accent and body tone.
Accent. Yeah, I used to travel for my old job, which I hated. That's a whole nother thing. People are like, oh, that must have been exciting. I'm like, no, it really wasn't. You saw the inside of your hotel room, the inside of a chain restaurant, and the job site. But anyways, yeah, unless you're watching a movie like A Perfect Storm, where they're really trying to like showcase the fisherman from Gloucester, or like a Mark Wahlberg movie like about the Boston bombing, you don't hear it unless they're trying to really make a point. You know what I mean? I know what you're saying, Screwdriver.
Yeah, I mean, I know they can all do accents and that it is what it is, but like we've been watching MASH. Well, everybody on MASH sounds exactly like we do. Except for the foreigners. I've been watching some Roseanne. I've been watching, just old school shows, but whatever. Even All in the Family we've been watching. It's one of them ones we're watching. I'm like, none of them have a really distinct accent. It's not like the sweet South that you hear. Like I said, I've been to Florida many times. I've been to, wherever. And I'm like, short of places like Alabama, Carolina, where they have strong accents, everybody else has sounded pretty well reasonably the same.
Yeah. I know when I was in Georgia, they were laughing at me. Like I was some sort of novelty. They were like, what? The hell did you say that again? What I was told is we talk fast and we swear a lot.
Yeah, definitely there is a different, we do talk fast, and any of them do, of us do, but the swearing thing, like, it's normal language up here, and some people, me, are worse than others, but it's just part of your normal vocabulary, like it is in the law. I say in the movies, but even in movies, like, it's not. Like, it's just, I use fuck at least once a sentence for something. An adjective, a verb, a noun. I can use it for anything. It's an amazing word. But, you know, you go down there and you in a conversation and you say fuck or shit or asshole, and, like, the whole room gets quiet and they look at you like, oh my God. You know, you get towards that Bible Belt area and that's still a pretty big deal. And I actually think that's cool. I'm like, you know, they have some class where, you know I don't have class.
Yeah, buddy, mouth.
Eat a dick.
Yeah, that was specifically what I was told. Was when I was working down there, it was funny. The guy said it was 60 degrees out, and they were all walking around in bubble jackets and hats. Here I am down there, shorts and a t-shirt. The guy says, you know how I know you're not from around here? And I said, no. He says, you're on a job site and you're running. He goes, nobody runs down here when they're at work. And I kind of laughed, and he says, and you talk fast, you swear a lot. You know, I was like tugging on a wrench, and I'm going, moose balls, as I'm doing it. And they're like, why are you doing that?
Fucking body mouth, I'm telling you. Moose balls? Really? That's body.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I get it, you know, granted, I hear, like, on the radio, I hear people out here talking fast all the time, like, what the fuck did they say? And I know I do it in person and everywhere, because you understand the dialect up here. But I get if it's a different type of accent or dialect where shit blurs together. Like, I hear people talk back and forth, and I'm like, what the hell are they saying? And because it's so fast, if they slow it down, you get it. But yeah, we definitely seem like we are a little fast talkers up here.
Yeah, kind of like pinto beans.
Text is being used in, because it has so many different meanings.
Yes, it does. Fix it. Who tried to keep up with Fix It? I heard somebody down in there.
Yeah, I said like the guy in Skip there, pinto beans.
Oh yeah, pinto bean. Yeah. And like I catch myself doing this with Skip sometimes, especially if it's more of a I don't know, fucking out of country or a hard accent. Like, I do slow down my talk, and they're fine, but I slow down my talk enough while I'm talking to them that I feel as though I'm slow. Like, I don't know about a good or bad way, but it just doesn't feel natural for me to talk at this type of a speech. And maybe that's normal for people, but for me it just feels really weird, and I am pushing to try to make myself talk at half the speed normal.
Well, it makes you sound dumb.
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm in no condition for these kind of shenanigans.
Yeah, it's just weird. But I don't know how much slower it really is. It just seems like it's really slow.
Well, you know.
Why bother?
Holy crap, I'm looking at pictures. Somebody posted they friggin' installed an LP100 in their mobile. Wow, this guy's really serious about his watts.
I saw that. Yeah, that's awesome. I love these meters. Love them. And I see people put bird sections in line with meters. Well, this is still going to be cheaper than a bird. And I think it looks way better. It's still remote. So, I mean, it's not a bad way to go.
Yeah, I mean, he did a good job. I was just looking at the pictures. I was like, wow, that guy, he's serious about his mobile watts.
You know what I used to like, which was one of the original ones that were like this, and I sold one to Fix It a while back. I think he's got a couple of them, but those, and you might actually have one. The little old school 3-window Radio Shack or Microntas that the TR-1000s, or I don't know what the hell they were, but they had the remote sensing that you put in line. It wasn't a long cable, 6 feet long, 10 feet, I don't know, but you know, because you had that remote kind of option, it was just cool.
6 feet. If you get any more, let me know.
Yeah, I have one.
I thought that's what I saw in your rack, but I wasn't 100% sure. Because I mean, I know they had some that didn't have that remote, but you know, and that it just makes it good because you're not trying to string up, you know, 213 coax from it that holds it up in the air.
Oh fuck, do I hate that. I remember a bench I had when I was a kid, you know. I had a bunch of jumpers like that, and the fucking cable, you know, the meter'd be floating in midair like a magic trick.
Oh, I got some of mine right now that are like that. I mean, they're not. I got them bent so they're on the ground and they look fine, or on the shelf and they look fine, but you definitely can. It takes a while to get the coax just right. Then if you move your radio, you move your meter, all of a sudden it's spun a different way, and yeah, it can be a little pain in the ass, but that's pretty much all I use over here is solid core, whatever, 213, 400, RG8, I don't fucking know.
Yes, radio.
Whoa, we can hear you.
It's, right now I'm running a Striker background, sitting on my floor in the radio room.
No way, we got Regal and 500 out there. What are you, flat side 500?
I have antenna issues from the storm, so I'm running a Striker Magnum out, sitting on my wooden floor inside my house.
Oh, if I do it on a wooden floor, but yeah, I mean, I can hear you.
Yeah, Regal's coming over on Regal Rob. I'm just coming over.
Yes, I might as well do it while I can.
A Striker Magnum out.
Good call.
About 4 watts into it.
10 for, and yeah, take it while you can, Hutch.
Yeah, I did while I can, 500, I squished you.
Oh, what is going on, Mr. Regal? I heard you in there, too. Oh, frig that. You can step on both Hutch and 500 right now, Regal. Take it while you can.
Yeah, well, I can fix that right here. They have a little flick of the switch.
Hutch 1.
Oh yeah, a little flick of the switch, I can fix that.
I got pinched off congestion. I was not congestion in the bench. Just a quick thing that I got to my doctor's appointment to find out I've been canceled. And the chill and the shit that happened, and it really pissed me off.
10 for on the pissing you off. And yeah, you definitely fixed it, Hutch. Yeah. I hate it when doctor's appointments get canceled. That's no bueno.
Having a hard time hearing them.
Yeah, I still might get due from out of town.
What are you on for a mic right now, Regal?
M2, what's going on?
Yeah, it doesn't sound amazing to me. Could just be me, but that time you got a little squeal in there. It's very bassy, kind of muffly. Maybe try to turn that tone control up more.
I like that.
I know, it's kind of late to be fucking with radio shit. I hear you.
There you go, that's good. Oh.
Holy fuck, Screwdriver.
Hey, Radio Man.
500, could you say Radio Man?
Radio Man, see if you can actually hear me.
I can hear you.
Yep. Wow, that's pretty cool.
You don't even have it on any metal or nothing? It's just sitting on wood?
I take a picture of it, yeah, it's right here in a piece of wood. I was actually sitting on the floor because the whip is so long that it reaches almost to the other on there. Sounds great.
Jesus Christ. You ought to go find a Coleman grill or something there and stick it on that.
I must have a skyrocketed match sitting on wood.
Actually, no, I'm running already about a 1.5, 1.6.
What, are you running a tuner with it?
No, this is right here. Let me picture here. This is right here. Second story at the house here. Right here. There. When the strike is, you know, it wakes up when you see it. Alright, I'm all done being horrible. I'll be good.
Yeah, I got one of those antennas. They work well. I just, without it being on a counterpoise, I'm really surprised you're getting that good of a match.
Not bad. How about that? Look at it.
Yeah, that was better, Regal.
415.
Jesus, you ain't got a cookie sheet? I did that over here. I put it on the fucking Coleman grill inside my house. Holy shit. It was like a base station.
How the fuck do you eat cookies without a cookie sheet?
I know my wife was not impressed when I had to do that a couple of times, and I'm grabbing the biggest cookie sheet I can. I'm clamping it in the window. You know, I put the antenna out the window on the cookie sheet, and then I shut the window on the cookie sheet so it would hold the antenna straight. Yeah, that did not go over well.
You eat fucking cookies.
That was the problem, is it wasn't any good to make cookies on after.
When you bend the cookie sheet, you get the zip screws out. You lean out the window, put the zip screws through the cookie sheet, and you never use it again, but you can get a magnet bottle there all day long and just leave it going good.
Ah, I can hear Regal now.
Yes. Yeah, you know, I mean, talk on the radio, eat cookies. I'll still take my radio time over the cookies.
Cookies can be had elsewhere all day long.
500, you ain't got one of those big steel great heater fucking registers up there?
I'm not way up in the attic anymore. I'm down to the second floor.
Oh, 10-4.
So, what's up with your antenna, or whatever? How easy is it to fix? What you got going on?
Jesus, he even lost the floor, too.
Bottom of it fell out. I don't know why, but it did. And it pulled a guide line off one side of it. I actually had to take my 400R LR coax during the storm, run over, take it off the radio, run over and tie it up to a tree. Otherwise, it will lost the whole tower.
Oh, man. That's a bitch.
Yeah, but you still...
Wish I could hear the damage.
What, the tower I'm supposed to climb is bent over?
Oh, no. No,
I'm gonna say, what the?
Line on one side, so you started this way, pretty solid. I had to use the LMR coax, run around a tree, pull the fucking thing back. Otherwise, it would have gone over. I had 70-mile-an-hour wind gust.
Fuck, that was the only thing that kept my antenna up on the roof too, was the coax was connected to it.
Well, it's a good thing you both have good coax, and the ends were soldered on good, I guess.
That's definitely the day you don't want to half-ass that connector.
Have a nice electrical taped on with a half-pound electrical tape drip loop.
Yeah, that was the other part that was hanging on. I had fucking multi-layers of tape to my mast pipe, so that was help holding it too.
Anyway, Hudson, I appreciate him putting my IMAX in the air and doing so well with it when it stayed up there. Thank you, man.
He needs to put his own IMAX up in the air or something.
I thought I heard Regal say something, but I didn't quite catch what he said.
He said, you know, you put that IMAX up in the air and it's the best antenna he's ever had in his entire life. I might have paraphrased that a little, but it was something close.
The problem is probably, it ain't never coming down till the tree comes down, because that fucking tree was about ready to, every branch I went way the fuck up there was about ready to snap, so I don't know if I trust it now.
I can hear him almost. I'm fucking tired of doing my ear there, believe me.
I actually want to get my antenna back up further in the tree and a little higher back there, at least where it was, if not a little higher, because I'll tell you, mine's dropped like 15 feet over the last 2 years, and I lost some reception with that 15 feet, I'm not going to lie.
Fuck, now I gotta go higher.
Jesus Christ, you want to pick some of them clothes up and put them in the hamper?
My two neighbors over here have been sending me videos, Seven and Rascal there. These guys are going to put me to sleep in there. I'm going to be a squish in the mud.
Yeah, there's some people going big out here. It's awesome. There's been some people upgrading for sure.
Yeah.
The arms race has begun.
And I know I'm already getting stepped on now, so I'm like, fuck, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
A lot of old guys getting back in it now. That's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, and it's been kind of interesting to see the people that are like, they've been getting into it like hard. Like, you know, I look at like Seven and Rascal and a couple of those guys. I'm like, they went from, oh, okay, I'll get a radio, I want to talk again, to I'm going to spend fucking $5,000 in equipment in a month.
You caught that fucking disease is what it is. I had it too.
Oh yeah, we've all been there. You know, you go through a spurt where you spend a bunch and you're like, no, okay, I got to cut back. Why the fuck did I do this? You get rid of a few things. And then like 6 months later, you go back through the spurt where you want to buy a bunch of shit again.
I'd do it right now. If you got a nice Silver Eagle you want to sell, I'd buy it.
Don't you have like 10 of them over there?
I did at one point. Eagle and a Golden Eagle now.
Regal squished them.
Yeah, Regal took them out.
Alright. Enough of that goddamn shit. You guys keep it up. I'm gonna go out there in my fucking backyard right now and put that antenna up on the roof.
You're gonna be out there looking for a ladder to stand up, aren't you?
Hutch bitch slapped him that time. He just totally wiped out Regal.
But I do happen to have a couple of Silver Eagles out here if you are seriously interested in one at some point.
But you got some nice, some that are in nice shape?
Oh, I've got some that are in brand new shape.
Oh, you got the other one from,
He's trying, it ain't happening.
I don't know now. But the one that passed away there, you have still have that Silver Eagle? Easy Rider, that's what I meant to say.
That's funny right there. Yeah, that one went to his daughter. I made a little placard for it and everything. The one that was in the glass case. But I have some that look just like brand new.
Yeah, take that. He ain't stepping on me anymore, is he?
No, but he's trying. I like it.
Probably fix it over there fucking trying it too.
No, he hasn't keyed up with you.
I like every time you have the keys, you just hear Regal going, wah, 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 wah.
I noticed 500's not trying with that striker.
You get my picture?
I didn't get a picture.
Oh, how big was it?
I got a picture, but Jesus Christ, pick up some of them clothes and put them in the hamper, will you?
Oh, yeah, no, I lied. The picture did just come through. That's funny. It's even pushed up against the wall a little bit, so it's bent.
Well, yeah, I guess that's actually they want to send it out.
Just fix it.
That's crazy. As you got that good of a match with that sitting there. That's funny.
I fucking fixing it, and Regal squished him.
I bet you come over those speakers, though.
I actually do. Look at Crypt Heresies. If you look really
I'm sending pictures of what? Can I have a little bit of all this?
You know your speakers, you know your old-time audio. Those are nice speakers right there.
Oh, you ought to see the ones Wingnut has over at his house.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely into the big hi-fi stereo.
Oh yeah, he's got them same setup of speakers like that, but they're about fucking 8 times the size of.
It's the last one they had.
He's probably still out there restoring somebody's power tonight.
Yeah, the fucking hats off to him there. I haven't had a chance to talk to him or send him a text there, but I'm gonna send him one.
Yep, still a couple thousand people without power.
Yeah, they gotta be getting close, though. They gotta be down to, like, people just, like, their driveway lines are down or something by now.
Hey, Screwdriver, you know what's gonna happen.
Putting some new windows in his living room.
Gotcha. Oh, he just made all kinds of bank during this storm, so you know something's gonna go.
That's exactly what I was just gonna say. I hear you, 32 pill, the only one they had.
Yep, I can see it.
64 pill.
And a new Macintosh stereo.
I kept an eye on his antenna there for him on that storm there. I went over, I don't know, 3-4 times. That fucking thing weren't moving there. That thing ain't going nowhere. He's got that thing amazingly high with just fucking pipes. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah, it's up there.
Have you actually been over there to see it?
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, holy fuck, you did anything. He's got that fucking thing up there with pipes.
He's been, every time he does something, he's like, yeah, what am I getting you? And then he'll fuck around with something, and he picks up 2 more S units. What am I getting you? It's like, every time his signal gets bigger.
He doesn't fuck around there. If you buy something, he goes buys it brand new.
It's the only one they had.
I finished his windows for him there. I put the siding up. He put these special fucking lights out there in front of his house now there that it only shines the front of his house there and it don't shine out on the road and shit. Paid, I don't know, like $500 a fucking, $500 a piece for the fucking lights there. You got 2 of them there.
Hell yeah, you only live once.
But it is pretty slick, you know what I mean? You can drive up his driveway there, you're not blinded with light or nothing until you come right up to in front of his garage, and it just unbelievably floods the fucking front of his yard.
Man, I was feeling pretty good just putting a little light on my flagpole that turns on and off automatically.
I like Wingnut. He's a good shit there. I keep trying to get him to smoke some weed, but he won't.
You're trying to corrupt him.
Oh yeah, I try to do that to everyone.
Yeah. I had to put it down. When Screwdriver started talking slow, I went into the phantom zone.
Oh, man. Did that mess you up? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, I can't handle that. Go ahead, Regal. Go ahead. Big signal.
I just want to remind these guys, they can have fun with me and squish me, but I'll be on the road here soon. I'm going to travel back in town and bring my shit in town and show them what's around.
Oh, he got louder.
We'll bring us all in my truck and drag ourselves the big hills just like he does out here with me. There's 2 people who can play that game. There's a couple of them boys who play this game. This boy, they get a laugh back at him. You remind him of that. And I got a pretty strong little guard going on right now. Nothing else, I get that boy to hang on to an antenna for me. I'll have a fucking bigger, higher antenna than any of you guys. I will be heard.
One time you did something out there.
Whew, man.
I'm talking that. I'm dead serious here for a minute, Hutch. I've been trying to reach out to you for a week, man.
Well, I can hear you real good now.
I have literally been trying to reach out to you for a week over by phone, by radio. I've heard you a couple different multiple ways, and you keep ignoring me, dude. What's going on?
I can hear you loud. I don't know, maybe it's just my radio, but I'm still having a hard time understanding you. It's just really bassy over here.
Yeah, I did have a hard time that time.
I'm on my pulpit.
When you first keyed up there this last time there, you was awesome sounding, and it seemed like the more you talked there, the mufflier you got or something. I don't know.
You gotta talk slower.
Well, I'm trying to adjust the tone of this mic. I'm on the M2. Talk to me. What is it up? What do you like? Audio.
Something really happened now.
I'll cut things back and get reasonable here. I know how to run a radio. I just try to get some attention.
You know, I got enough radios over here. If you need something set up out there, I can drive something out there.
I just talked to Joker this morning. He's off and you guys all off. I know that. What I got works. I'm on the outside circle. You guys don't make it easy to get my foot in the door. This is the problem. This is what I keep trying to tell you guys.
I didn't catch any of that.
Nothing else, Hutch. I got a phone contact. That's my point to you. You have a way to contact me, mister, by text, by phone. We've known each other a long time. I have seriously tried to get hold of you for over a week to see how you're doing. And you've been ignoring me. Why?
Is he talking to me? You talking to me, Regal?
He's coming and going. He's fading in and out. Well, I'm fucking losing it. I'm just going to step away from this thing.
I don't know if he's talking to me or not.
You can't hear him, Hutch?
I hear him sometimes I don't. Is he talking to me?
Yeah, he's trying to talk to you, but I guess you're not hearing him.
No, I'm going with Screwdriver there. He's kind of muffly. When he first keys up and talks, I can hear him. Then it seems like the more he talks, the mufflier he gets.
Man, I must have good hearing. I mean, I can hear him fine. It's not like, wow, but I can understand him. Yeah, he's trying to talk to you. That's why I'm kind of going, I'm getting confused. I don't know if it's like I'm hearing a skit.
I don't know. It almost sounds like he's fucking cussing me out or something there, but I really can't tell what the hell he's saying.
1 minute he's there, the next minute he's gone. That's what I got. 1 minute he's coming in, clears the door, the next minute he's gone. What is going on here? I have a perfect SWR. My meters are running right where they normally do. It's not on my fucking end. What is going on with the connection here?
See, that time you sounded perfect now.
Right there, I heard him pretty good.
Somebody get a 10-5 for me. I'm ready to bang my head off too. I'm not ruined tonight, boys. I've leveled out tonight. I've solved my problems out here with my issues. I'm not flipping and dipping tonight. I'm normal. Talk to me.
It's not on his end there. Tell him it's on my end. My fucking antenna's there, fucking 8 feet off the ground.
Yeah, I just don't think you guys are hearing each other because your antenna's so low, Hutch. I mean, he gives me more of a signal than you, so yeah, I just think with your antenna 5 feet off the ground ain't working.
Yeah, it's over here because 1 minute I can hear him real good, and then the next minute I can't hear him for shit.
Well, we agree on that. I got the same on him.
Of course, I ain't got a beam up anymore over here, so that don't help.
He just turns it back to me on that. I never hear him. I haven't heard him since he put up his beam because it's always backside me. I don't hear him. fucking being real here, folks.
Oh, yeah.
I've known this guy since he was less than a teenager, running around on the streets of Lisbon Falls, Maine, the same time we all grew up in here. And I'm wondering why the fuck he's ignoring me. I tried to contact him by phone. I texted him. Oh, the kid had the phone. That's what I got for the answer. And then he walked around. Never heard another word from him. What the hell is going on?
I don't think anybody's ignoring you.
I went to that guy's father's funeral. Come on now. I'm trying to be real here.
Oh, he can't hear you right now. He's on a fucking an antenna 5 feet off the ground. I don't think he can hear you right now really at all. I mean, a little bit, but not much.
No, I can't. I like I said, when he first keys up, I hear him, but when something happens. But yeah, tell him that's exactly what's happened. I got my antenna fucking on a fucking post back here there, so yeah, I can't hear up that way for shit. I can tell he's keying up. Sometimes I hear him real good, then other time he muffles right out.
Okay, that's problem number one. We got that resolved. That's the problem. We understand that. But, Bob, do me a favor. Relay the next question I got. We have phone.
I can relay.
My phone don't keep the motherfucking beat. I got messages back and everything. That's really what I want to know.
He said, he wants to know why you don't message him on the phone, or message him on the phone. Yeah. You know, because his phone is working.
He's trying to message me on the phone.
Thank you.
I don't know. The last message is he messaged me on the phone.
Too long what he made about fucking 12 grand in his pocket. I never made a penny. I did a real big favor. I want to know why the fuck he's ignoring me. If he must know the God's honest truth.
Yeah, give him a message or a call on the phone.
Let's see what I got here. You all good, mister? Oh yeah, then it says, okay, don't answer, I'll take that blank air. Then I messaged back with a thumb, doing good, yeah. Gianni had my phone, then he messaged me back, then I'm good, he said. You got river in your front yard? My antenna's still up there, laughing out loud. So yes, I did respond and I did get his messages, so I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Oh, maybe it's, I see it says good morning on his fucking thing. What's up with that?
Holy crap, I just moved my little rolling toolbox out of here so I can get to my safe, and you know how much shit collects underneath a little toolbox that's laying in the corner for a few years? There's a lot of shit on the carpet.
He said I'm ignoring him. I'm not ignoring him. Why, does he need some help out there or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I want you to say hi. Guess give him a ring and find out.
Hutch, you want me to 10-5?
Somebody probably should, because if he's still talking now, I don't hear him at all now.
Yeah, Hutch, Regal wants you to give him a 1021. You gotta call him on the landline. Regal wants a landline from you.
Roger that.
Guys told me I don't shut the fuck up. He's got the same problem. He don't shut up fucking long enough to listen.
Well, I ain't calling him tonight. Tell him that.
I don't fucking annoy if that's the case. That's fine too. I don't care.
Hutch, 10-5 for Regal. Hutch says he's not going to call tonight.
That's fine. Just get a hold of me sometime the next day or so, please.
10-5 from Regal to Hutch. He says get a hold of him when you can.
10-4.
You know, if you had that tower up, Hutch, know, if you lived on a hill...
And that too.
You know what's crazy? Regal hits me as much as Hutch, if not more.
Regal's got me like 2 dB more until Hutch turns the amp on. Yeah, I mean, I guess an antenna still plays a part, though. 500's up on a hill, and everybody's stepping on him right now. So I guess you need a good combo of an antenna and a hill.
A magnet mount on a wooden floor?
Yeah, the magnet mount on the wooden floor does not constitute a good antenna. You know, it's working, you know, it's impressive for what it is, that's for damn sure, but, you know, it could be better.
And Hutch 10.5 to 500, pick up your laundry.
Maybe that any funding, that's how it is. I'm not good at laundry.
Yeah, fuck that, laundry's overrated.
If I was gonna take a picture of something there.
Oh, double.
Yeah, I don't know what everybody gives you radio, man, but I'm on the Striker, and it's right about like a 7 to a 9, like everybody right now.
Yeah, except for 500.
Well, I wasn't going to go there, but you know.
Truth in broadcasting.
But still, he's at a 5 for a magnet mount on the wood. That's not, that's impressive.
Anyway, I'm done, guys. Have a good evening. We'll chat with you some other time on the Flip Circle. Regal down and out. Have a good night.
Hey, have a good one, Regal. Merry Christmas if we don't talk to you before then, because I know I got shit going on tomorrow afternoon, and I'll be busy right through Christmas, I'm sure. So, yes, Merry Christmas, and we'll see if we can't get over there next weekend on the weekend off and maybe get us some shit done.
Good night, Regal.
Good night, Radio Man. Thanks for these 10 pies, but I appreciate it.
Good evening, popcorn.
Yeah, you'd have to hear this radio over here, Radio Man. This Striker has been like wide-banded on the receive, but everybody sounds hi-fi, but everybody is always so bassy, like really bassy. And if you have like a bassier voice or a bassier sounding station, it makes it even worse. I'm really going to fix my Galaxy and start running that again. I actually personally love my little 2517. I just got to pull it out of the rack, and yeah, I just know there's a cold solder joint on the final or something.
Yeah, I'll acknowledge that Regal is very bassy, but I can still understand him okay. But yeah, I mean, I acknowledge that. If something's been modded on that Striker, yeah, I could see that. You must be talking the version 1, because I haven't done anything to this Striker. I mean, this radio is incredible. It's on frequency. It's loud. I mean, you know, it friggin' Galaxy and Ranger, they're gonna have to do something, because they're getting whoever's manufacturing these boards for these radios, they're just beating the piss out of them right now, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, this one's just been modified. It has the AC mod in it, and it's been Wi-Fi receive, which it receives 3 channels wide. If I go up to channel 13, I can still hear you clean as day, like you're on that channel. But I don't get any slop, so it's kind of weird. But everything's just so bassy on it. Yeah, it's hard. And I have that problem, like, when I'm mobile, like, you know, Cobra will sometimes get real bassy, and when I'm mobile, I have the same problem. I'm like, it's too bassy for me to understand, and a lot of it's just my hearing. My hearing has been shot for years, a lot of guns, a lot of, you know, whatever. So that, like, that bassiness, especially if you're talking fast, words mumble together to me. That's why I despise Echo, because Echo does the same thing for me. I'm not going to say it doesn't sound whatever, but it just, the words mumble together, and I got to really concentrate to hear what somebody's saying.
Gotta talk slower.
Exactly.
Still in there, 500?
No, he's picking up his fucking laundry because you made him feel bad.
Well, I should fucking hope so. Did you see all that shit on the floor?
I was too busy looking at the antenna.
You know what's crazy? Friggin' Regal, I just looked, is like 30 air miles away. And Lewiston's like 10, and Regal's fucking hammering.
Yeah, plus my antenna, my whole house blocks my antenna out from you guys.
Yeah, nobody in town gets out anymore, see? Just takes one little windstorm and everybody's gone.
Oh, I was trying to get an idea. I mean, I know roughly where Dresden was. I just want to know how far away he was. He was just hammering to me. But, what? Hold on. We got a call. Wyndham. Oh, slide offs.
Yeah, you actually drive to his house there. It's a fucking, holy fuck, you're amazed you can actually even hear him.
I think it's, you know, down by the water. I mean, like, John in Belfast is the same way. He's at, like, fucking 80 feet above sea level right next to the water. But that seems to help. I'll tell you what surprises the shit out of me, like, I hear Regal better at my camp than I do almost anybody in town. And he's like further away. You gotta, you know, I don't know what the hell he's got going on, but it just kind of cuts straight through up there. It's crazy.
Well, he's on a pretty, he must be on a big hill there, and his fucking antenna's right out of the top of the fucking tree, so he's up there pretty good. He's still got some trees that are taller than him, but he's up there in the trees.
It's just kind of funny, like, I mean, he's hammering me tonight, but giving me what he normally does. But it's just kind of odd to see, you know, 500 give me a 5. I don't know if you've ever given me a 5 before. Even you give me a 7. You know, when you've been on your beam and you've been turned, it obviously you faded out to nothing at some point, but, you know, it wasn't uncommon to have your beam out this way at a 20. So it's just kind of, it reels people in a little bit. It's just different. And don't get me wrong, when Swiper's only running his stock radio, he's only giving me a fucking 7 also. And when he does that, it kind of messes me up. Hell, I think even when he's running his 2-pill, he doesn't give me much more. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
How the fuck did 500's tower get held up by coax? Did it break, or did he just like have not coax, but how the fuck did a piece of coax hold a tower up? I'm confused.
He said one of his guy wires broke and the tower was leaning. So he actually pulled the coax out from his house, from the back of the radio. And, you know, because your coax, you know, you probably have it taped really good to the tower somewhere. I mean, mine does. And he just used the coax as a guy wire to pull the tower back and tied it to a tree, he said.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I was envisioning something totally different.
It's the guy who put the coax up there. You know who that was? Me.
Well, you know, don't take any credit.
Tape in multiple spots. You know, I got my drip loop right under the antenna, on the mass pipe, and then, you know, around the rotor or whatever, around the fucking tower. And I'll tape it like every 5 feet going down because I don't want it to move. But hell, you know what I'd be doing? I'd go out there and I would put a barrel connector on the coax and I would screw some more coax into it, even tied off to a tree, and I'd run it inside and see what happens.
Sounds like how the California tilt, like those truck drivers that tip the antennas forward. What'd you say?
Yeah, I don't like the antennas leaning forwards thing myself, but yeah, whatever. That's like today I saw an SUV, it was a Range Rover or something, but it had that backwards gangster lean. It was kind of like, what the fuck was that? They had a big fucking station wagon that was a Chrysler, I think, that did that, but you know, the windows, you could see the windows on the side of it get smaller towards the back. Like it just had a slope to it, and it sloped backwards. So the rear window was kind of small, and you could see the windows on the side getting smaller, and it just looks weird to me. Sorry, back to the gangster lean. I guess that's just for height under bridges. I don't know why. You know, I've heard different excuses as to why they lean their antennas, but I think it's redonkulous.
Still in there, 500? I gotta go over there tomorrow there and help them out.
Roger. Then you won't be able to step on them anymore.
Alright, I'm going there after I put my antenna on.
Now you're fucking talking.
And who says I won't be able to step on them anymore? I'm gonna install one of my little fucking switch boxes there while I'm up there.
You'll never know the difference. Just put that striker antenna up on the tower and plug it in. It'll have a 1-to-1 match. You'll be fine.
Well, he put the whole thing together on the ground there, so if one of the arms fell out, fucking, you know whose fault it is.
What was he running? Was he running a 4-element Mako or something on there?
Yeah.
Jeez, if it fell out, I don't know how the hell it would fall out. I mean, well, they're not one piece, but I guess, yeah, you just have a hose clamp that was loose. Well, you know, I mean, when you're running that small of a hose clamp, it sucks because they strip out. You know, you got you're such a small diameter. You're fucking, I mean, it depends on the hose clamp, but, you know, a regular old school hose clamp, it's got a screw in it. And that auger screw is wider than the metal you're trying to screw, so you have no contact patch. And it strips out so easy, and you can't get it tight enough, and yeah, they're not ideal. Mako actually, well, for their Omnis, made some pretty decent kind of like bands, and it had a shitty bolt and washer in it, but it had like a square nut and a screw that went through it, and you tighten the screw against the element, and it would pull the whole band, and those worked really well because it would actually dimple the element in a little bit, or the aluminum in, and suck it really tight.
Can't wait to get my fucking diesel heater.
Ooh, I just, I hooked mine up today. I went in my attic space and I plumbed in some, a 25-foot hose on it. And I actually got it going up into the house now. And, you know, so my CB room is, well, I won't be using it as much, I'm sure. But I'll have to undo the hose and switch back to the other hose. I still have them there. It's not too big of a deal. But I actually, like, I cut a hole in the wall. I mounted a vent. I am not 100% sure if I like the vent, but whatever. I got a 4-inch hose and a vent coming out. And so right now I'm heating the upstairs of my house. I turned off one of my electric heaters, and I'm just running this because, yeah, we just got the electric bill in yesterday. I was $700 last month. Neither here nor there. But yeah, so now I got that diesel heater running for up there, and man, that thing's pumping out some fucking heat.
That's why I bought it. Mine was fucking 300 last month. I ain't running all that much of fucking shit, so yeah. I got an electric heater over here I run sometimes too, so I'm gonna eliminate that, and that's what I was thinking about running. I was curious how long of a hose you could run before it actually cooled the air off before it came in.
The 25 feet I have in my radio room, it cools off about 80 degrees. Coming right out of the heater, I want to say it was like 200 degrees, 195 degrees. And by the time I got to the end of my 25 feet, I was down to, I want to say, 120, somewhere around there. But I bought some insulated not dryer duct, but like HVAC type shit. So what I got on it now is insulated that I'm running upstairs. And yeah, I don't know if there's any drop. And I went with a 4-inch pipe. There's a 3-inch that comes off the front of the heater, but 4-inch pipe. That way there's no restriction. And yeah, 25-foot long, 4-inch section. I haven't run it a lot yet. I just did it this evening, so I didn't get it done until like 6 o'clock. But so far, it seems pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do over here.
And it's a really good hot warm air that blows out, so it's different than a lot of these other heaters, whatever. It just feels nice. It's not like wood stove nice, but it's like trailer Miller furnace standing over the fucking grate in the floor type of heat nice.
You got it actually sitting right in your garage, or do you have it up against the wall and vent it outside?
Yeah, mine's in my garage, but it does vent outside. I only vent it out a window. It's not quite sealed, but I got the exhaust going out the window. Be careful with the exhaust. It does get really hot. Or you could put the diesel heater right outside and run the 3-inch tube, a 4-inch tube inside. You know, there's either option. But yeah, like I said, I've been pretty impressed so far. But I just turned it down on low tonight, and this was the first time I've turned it on low, realistically. And I don't know, like the exhaust was really cold, and I'm going to see how it runs on low. I don't know if it runs as clean. On high, it's really hot, and it runs really clean.
Yeah, I watched a few videos there, and they recommend not running the muffler on it there, because it fucking, the muffler, they get a lot of soot in them. They soot up real easy.
Yeah, I haven't had that issue yet, but like I said, I've really only had mine for whatever, a month and a half. I've run a few tanks of fuel through it so far, and it's been great. I'm really hoping that this will help with a lot of things with what I just did. You know, like I said, for my electric bill, because I only have electric heat upstairs. That's it, and that's fine. But I'm like, if I can take my electric bill from like, let's say $700 down to $400, fuck yeah.
Is that the same? I don't know if you've seen Rabbits, but is that the same as what Rabbit has?
I don't know, but he asked me about it after he saw my videos, and he said he was going to order one, so I would assume he ordered basically the same one.
Is it orange?
no, mine's a little bit. Orange was the newer style. Well, I say newer style. It was a newer cabinet. They used to paint them red. So yeah, but I guarantee it's still a VEVOR. About $100, $120.
Yeah, it was 140 bucks. It was the VEVOR. What was it? 8,000 BTUs.
Yeah, and some of them, like the displays on them are all different. Because they're cheap Chinese knockoffs, but some of the displays you can actually get an app for your phone. They're Bluetooth. Mine has a remote, but it's not Bluetooth. It's wireless, and the app doesn't seem to work.
Yeah, that's the one I got there. The one it has a remote and Bluetooth and shit. Yeah.
I kind of want to take the screen off of mine and extend it and bring it upstairs, because you can set it up on a thermostat, but that's with the screen. So right now mine sits downstairs in the garage where it's 32 degrees right now, and you know, upstairs where it's blowing is 70 or 75, and it doesn't know how hot it is. So it'd be nice to pull the screen off. I've seen people do it. I don't know if I'm gonna, but I've seen people do it. This is working out, you know, in a couple months. Well, it'll be springtime, but I might almost think about getting another one. And not even the one in the case, the one that you just mount the little blower to the wall and have an external tank. I might almost think about getting another one and just using one for upstairs and one for downstairs, because they work that great and they're inexpensive.
Oh yeah, I was so impressed with his there. I was gonna fucking order fucking 5 or 6 of them there and sell a few of them. Well, we'll see what we get there with it first there. I was kind of intrigued with that. I was like, I couldn't believe the fucking hot air was coming out of there. Of course, he doesn't have no long pipe on it or nothing there. He's got it mounted around his wall there, and it comes through his wall, so it's pretty fucking hot right there.
Oh, well, I had it coming through the wall tonight. It's right above where my bottle not returned, but you know, I got a bucket with bottles in it up there. Well, fucking the bottle started making noises. It was getting so hot by the bottles were expanding and crinkling. And, like the vent I have, it's a dryer vent type vent. It's got like 3 louvers on it that just blow out when it blows out and shut after, because I was like, well, I don't want to lose heat. It's only strong enough to blow out 2 of the vents. But anyway, it does aim it down a little bit, and it kind of aims towards there. I'm like, fuck, that's hot. I might actually get a different vent, maybe like a metal grate vent, and something that blows more straight out or to the sides or something than down. But this is like plastic louvers. I'm actually worried that it's getting so hot it might melt the plastic when I'm on high. So it has some fucking hot air coming out of it. I'll have to bring my temperature gun upstairs and take a temperature off it when I get it running again. Well, it's running right now. I shouldn't say again, but when I get up there and check it, I'll have to get a temperature reading.
Yeah, Rabbit said he lost power there, and he hooked it up in his house there, kept his whole house warm.
Oh, man, it would be a lifesaver without power. Like mine, I got mine hooked to a car battery and a solar panel to charge a battery. I have another few other things that I'm going to be doing too, but, you know, so I'm like, I don't even have to plug it in the wall. It's on a battery. It's fucking all set aside. It does its own thing.
How long it fucking would take to kill a battery anyways, a full charge battery, how long would it take to kill it?
I ran mine, I want to say I ran it probably about 80 hours before my battery was low enough to fault it out. And the more times you start it, like it draws a lot of juice when you start it. After it's running, it's not too bad. And it depends, obviously, how high you have it. If you have it on high, the fuel pump's pumping a little more, and the blowers and the fans actually are blowing harder, so you're going to draw more juice. If you have it on low, that thing's pretty much chugging along after it starts. It's not drawing shit.
Yeah, I looked it up in the book there. It said fucking when it starts, it's like 13 point something amps it takes, and then when it's running, it only takes, uses like 2 to 3 amps.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like keying up a radio. You know, it'd be like a 100-watt radio at first, and then it would be like a 5-watt radio at, you know, after. You know, it's going to kill a battery after a while, that's for sure, but it isn't too bad. If you put a battery charger on it, you run it off a power supply, whatever you want to run it off, but it's nice to have that battery just in case you lose power.
Yeah, I got plenty of batteries over here, but I'm going to run mine. I got an Astron fucking 20 amp over here. I'm going to run right on that.
Friggin' perfect. Yeah, I'd like to get another couple of batteries, something that's, you know, like I got a little solar panel, or 2 solar panels, and I'm hoping they don't get ripped off this winter. I'm going to find out, but, you know, I want to go more, like more solar. I don't know about more batteries. I'd love to go more batteries. I just don't want to spend the big money for big batteries, but I may as it goes.
I'm running off the same fucking battery, I don't know, 4 years or so there, fucking, when I got the power supply, I bought the fucking battery, and it's been the same fucking one, same setup. And I've been hammering the piss out of it with a fucking 12 pill, and fuck, I've been hammering it.
Yeah, you have your charger, power supply, whatever hooked to it, so that's probably taking 90% of the grunt. The battery's probably just kind of there as more of a reserve.
But I'm sure that's why my fucking electric bill was $300. It was like, holy fuck.
Oh, when I have, this month, talking a lot of late nights, I had the week off. I've been a lot of late nights, and, you know, I'm running, you know, some wattage. My electric bill will definitely go up just because of talking on the radio.
Did you finish that glass of whiskey there, radio man?
Oh yeah, whiskey and a joint, just like you said.
Oh, the joint too. You went with the high test. All right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it got hard to follow there.
Jesus, we had Skinner out there for a fucking slight minute there, and he disappeared. Is he still in there? I'm gonna have to shut it out pretty quick there. I got Mr. Paranoid's coming over there in the morning.
Don't forget to call Regal.
Oh yeah, well, was he cussing me out or something? It almost sounded like he was fucking cussing me out, but I really couldn't tell.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he was coming in a little rough. I don't know what was going on.
Damn, fuck that. I ain't calling on him. Just drive the fuck out there. I don't know what he was talking about there. I was ignoring him. I wasn't ignoring him there. The last message he sent me there, I did reply. But I got Gianni there, and Gianni had my phone.
Ah, copy that. You getting all that, Screwdriver?
sure.
Yeah, I should probably go to bed. Holy crap. It was a late one.
I was thinking I should, but then I was thinking, do I want to?
I don't know. I'm waiting for that band opening, but I don't think... Well, you know what happened? In about 2 more hours.
Yeah, it's going to open up for the morning fucking shift.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's time to open up the whole service.
Exactly.
Alright, well, I'm gonna call it a night, guys. I'm shutting it down.
My 6-pack of Mountain Dew is getting ready to put me to bed.
You both have a wonderful evening.
Yeah. Have a good night, Radio Man. Have a good night, Fix It. Have a good night, Hutch. And anybody else who is out here listening. That sounds like a plan. It is 2 a.m. Do you know where your kids are?
It's Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah, it is Christmas Eve now, too, huh? Damn.
Yeah, later, everyone. Catch you tomorrow.